Nuk paneter Waah neta ziwa ashaa renyn. I am the same creator, the supreme one, who has many mysterious names. Whether you want to engage in business, money matters, arouse success factors, redefine success, engage in health and fitness activities, live a happy life, a fulfilling life with a very rich relationship. Whether you want to adopt a don't worry, be happy attitude, you must, without fear or failure, engage the correct spiritual reality. Life is life via the spiritual energy, the forces or power in and around you. You are a spirit house, a spiritual tabernacle. Success factors are not outside, but are right inside your universe. Priest Teacher Rabbi here, LM Dumizulu of Hamiti Hebrew Ethics Ministerial Services, Life Spirit of Amen KHAM.com. Evoke your invincible spirit today. We have looked at many issues of life, and to meet challenges of life with a fortitude of a spirit, I say welcome. Those who are wealthy, healthy, and run this earth engage in spiritual forces, summoning these forces and these powers from within and from without. Let us give some examples on this. Let us look at this with a very critical eye, and look at the United States dollar, which is the definition of power, of financial power. The more you have these dollars, the more power you seem to have. Therefore, this makes this saying true: money is a force. It is a spiritual or a spirit that is captured on a piece of paper, transmitting awesome, fantastic power to the holder and robbing those that don't have it with any vitality of life. How can an individual succeed in this world? How can you acquire success in this world? The money masters are known to engage in spirituality. You look at the life of the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds. Do you know that they engage in spirituality? And do you also know that they also train and promote an educational system that removes God from the picture? This is not a joke or a religion, or making religion a useless activity. Yes, they promote a certain level of understanding for the masses, while they adopt a very different, almost opposite stance. They promote atheism, evolution, socialism, weak spiritualities like emotional field churches in Christianity, jihadist Islam, and so-called Jewish mysticisms. They like to run these programs for the masses to operate, so that the masses can operate and live a life of very low frequency, which is so close to solid matter, and in evoking or arousing animal spirits within them. Today I wish to share with you one critical step towards your ability and my ability to redefine my reality as well as your reality. The most vital goal here is to deify and magnify the embedded divine spark from physical limitation, so that it breaks free from the chains of matter and the chains of humanity and the chains of being a man, and to set in place a system that guarantees success in anything that you endeavor to do. To set in motion your godlike powers, so that you can see instant results and success, whatever definition of success, as long as it is noble, that you hold. Whatever success you want, whatever thing you need, be it love, life, health, wellness, business, finance, happiness, knowledge, wisdom, you will need to take some vital, sure steps. How will you know that this work? Are there examples of success? Are there examples of winners, of people that have taken this step that I want to share with you today? Yes. But it's not those who are on the Forbes rich list or the corrupt politicians that ruin and destroy Black Africa or any other part of the world anyway. And the great business people, nor the celebrities or inventors. No. These could have all the success that they have. They could have all the health and the happiness. Plus or minus this step, it doesn't matter. Yet, once you master and you are made aware of this step that I want to share with you today, you will use this tool and you will instantly notice the vital value this adds up in your repertoire of tools that you must have. Let us reset a few philosophical positions here. Number one, our ancient Black ancestors discovered and revealed to the world the concept of a being which is now called God. Number two, our ancient Black African ancestors defined and understood humans as Bantus. Ba being the spirit, Ntu or Nu being the body or the vehicle that carries this spirit, or in which this spirit is hidden. It is the tabernacle, it is matter which houses this divine spark. Therefore, man is but purely and physically just like any animal, tame animal or wild animal. Now today I want to add a third research position. Our ancestors discovered the science or the art or the strategies or the formulas that hold the secret of how to arouse this divine spark that otherwise will lie dormant in your body until you dispose this flesh. I want to repeat this statement because it is critical. Our ancestors discovered the science, the secret, or the method that one can use to release the power of the forces within that divine spark that lies in you. Just allow your imagination to work here. Just be free of all the educational limitations that you might think of. Take your time to digest this awesome, momentous statement. First, what is to evoke? Look, I didn't say invoke, but evoke. Invoke is to call on God, on Jesus, on Allah, on ancestors for help. It is to implore. It is to plead with an external power. Invoking may include praying, may include praise and worship, giving charity, chanting, or any other system that you might use to appeal to a power that is outside of you. They are all exteriorizing programs. Our ancestors discovered these two and taught the whole world these systems. Yet, I use the word evoke. Like I say vuka, not vuswa. Or muka, not mutswa. These are very distinct and different systems. What is to evoke? What's the difference with invoke? Evoke is the opposite of invoking. There is no prayer in evoking. There are no songs or praise and worship in evoking. There are no external sources for you to look up to when you invoke. But you bring to the conscious mind the abilities of that divine spark that is buried or lying asleep inside you. This is a momentous realization. This is the secret of all secrets, the real secret of all ages. This has been hiding and hidden on the pages and in the books written by our wise black African ancestors. This is power. This is real. This is it. You must be thrilled. You must be challenged again at the same time. By now you must ask a number of questions. How can I do this? By what means can this be done? Yes, by engaging the correct spiritual gears. As I stated in the introduction, you must find the power and the how to use this. This is where specific netters are evoked. We defined what is a netter. A netter is a force field. It does not know that this is a black person or a white person or a yellow person. A netter is a force. How do we engage this? There are 3 primary steps that are essential here. Study the netteru, their ways and relationships, because these forces are to be manifested in us too. Number 2, once we understand these external forces and how they operate, we can then understand how our own abilities can react. In that sense, we can control them instead of them enslaving and controlling us, instead of the netters enslaving and controlling us, instead of the human devised system enslaving and controlling us. Therefore, number 3, we need to grow up. We need to force this growth. We need to exude this growth of understanding the power of the external netters as well as the forces that lie within us. We need to grow this by a self-sustaining self-knowledge. We need to rise up to the higher consciousness to achieve this. Our goals, be success by whatever means we want that success, or whatever success we define, whether health, wealth, spirituality, or any noble goals, can only be real and sweet if it comes from within, from the divine spark. Some find it easy to engage the netters, external netters and the external forces for this growth, but here I am speaking of the inner divine spark. In conclusion, therefore, invoking any netter so as to evoke this stuff. Why? Because the netters come with very powerful positive and negative forces. Once you start this natural cycle and the natural spiritual system, you are automatically cast at the center or in the center of these extreme forces. You are responsible for the consequences. You must be aware of the Netterian principle. Invoke, cause, dissipate. Invoke, cause, dissipate. No wonder why the system of money and banking in this world creates 2 extremes: extreme poverty, squalor and suffering, and extreme wealth and riches for the few. Therefore, we have to give another example here. The medical profession too creates health and creates diseases. They create illnesses. Look at their symbols. Look at the dollar sign. Look at the caduceus, the intertwined snake that is used in the medical field. It represents the 2 extremes. They invoked these netters. The politicians dabble in the creation of these netters. The global system has created and allowed the negativity aspects of netters to operate on earth. We will dig deeper. We will walk this walk and this journey together. So keep on tight. We will be back with more details. Subscribe and comment below. Thank you. Goodbye.